Hello, fellow trainers, and welcome to the Pokemon Show. For today's Pokemon Show, it's the Wednesday. It is Wednesday today, and that means it's Weird Wednesday. So for today's Weird Wednesday, it's gonna be weird, and we're gonna be doing a deck profile on a little deck I love to play, Machamp EX Ariados deck. I really like this deck because it's really fun to set up and use. It's not top tier necessarily. My build is nowhere near top tier. I don't have a lot of competitive cards, but I do what I can with what I have. My dark deck has a lot of my other more competitive cards in it. I'm buying some stuff for this deck though currently. I bought quite a few things for it recently, but yeah. So basically the strategy around this deck is going to be Poisonous Nest from Machamp. Once during your turn, that's probably not good lighting, is it? Nope, it's not. Once during your turn before your attack, you may poison both active Pokemon that aren't grass types, and basically Crazy Hammer on Machamp, 80 plus another 80 if it's affected by a special condition, and, you know, poison is a special condition. So it's a really fun deck to play. It's fun to set up. I've already said this. Let's go on the list. So first off, we're going to have 3 Machamp EX. You know, you usually use these for Crazy Hammer, but you can also use them for Steaming Mad, which does, this attack does 20 more damage times the number of damage counters on the Pokemon, then it's confused. You can use that if it has a lot of damage counters on and it's about to die. It's pretty handy, actually. You pretty much knock out anything with one go. The second Pokemon, you know, of course, is Spinarak, which is the other, I mean, not, you know, Spinarak isn't the other main feature of the deck, but, you know, evolve those into Ariados is in your golden. So we got 2 Spinarak, 2 Ariados. Sorry if there's a shaky camera. I hate to apologize for these things, but, you know, whatever. Next for the list, since it's a fighting deck, in my opinion, no fighting deck is complete without Carbink. Safeguard Carbink can't be damaged by EXs, but really why I use Carbink is mainly for his friend, Carbink Break. Now, I haven't gotten a chance to test two line of Carbink Break. I think it should work out pretty fine. I actually ordered one, and then the very next pack I opened of Fate's Collide was a Carbink Break. So I'm like, oh, okay then, let's put them both in the deck. But Carbink Break's really good, and Diamond Gift does only 20 for 1 fighting energy, but attach 2 basic energy. I mean, not even basic, actually. That's the good thing about this card. 2 energy cards from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon, which is very good. So you got some cool fighting acceleration on that one. And next, and the last Pokemon we have in this deck is a Regirock. What this Pokemon is going to be used for is Unyielding Rock. 60 plus 60 if it's an EX Pokemon. So it's kind of fun to use against EXs sometimes. Next, we go on to the supporters of the deck. Obviously, we're going to have 4 Professor Sycamore. Discard your hand, draw 7 cards. You know, it's also good for the actually accelerating Carbink Break, which is pretty good. We got 2 copies of Lysander to get out your opponent's active. It's very handy when you want to snipe something, get something down, take some prize cards, end the game, bench. You could not end the game from... Never mind. Okay, we got 2 copies of Bridget, which is actually pretty good in this deck, because you can get out your Carbinks, your Spinarax, your Regirock if you need it, or you can get out a Machamp if you really need it. So yeah, 2 copies of Bridget. I think I only have 1 copy of Karina. I would run more, but I don't know. It's a pretty good trainer, a fighting Pokemon and a tool card? Item card? Yeah, item card. So it's definitely a pretty good trainer. Xerosic, discard special energy or tool card. In my opinion, a very good one-of a deck. And the counterpart to it, Team Flare Grunt, discard an energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Then we got... Now, I don't know about this. Hello, Hex Maniac. You doing some twirls there? Alright. I don't know. I'm not sure about this in this deck. Hex Maniac, because it can shut down your Poisonous Nest. But you can use Poisonous Nest and then use Hex Maniac. Wait... No, because, yeah, your Machamp EX is already poisoned. So I decided to run this, you know, Hex Maniac's a pretty good trainer. It shuts down all abilities, like Safeguard and such, if your opponent has one of them Carbinks and you don't want to deal with it. Or Suicune if we're playing Expanded, but, you know. Pokemon Fan Club, I'm thinking about taking this out of the deck. I'm not really sure. 2 basic Pokemon, put them into your hand, never mind. So, I don't know, that's alright. Pokemon Center Lady, one of that just for healing, because sometimes I like to heal, because I don't want my things to die so fast. Now we're moving on to the items. We have 4 copies of Level Ball, which really makes this deck work with the Spinnerack. Now, the Spinnerack and the Ariados are both under 90 HP. A Spinnerack's 50 and the Ariados is 70, which means you can get them both out with Level Ball. Level Ball is search your deck for cards with under 90 HP and put it into your hand, which is very, very handy. Now, we have 2 copies of Switch. You know, switching is very important if you don't want your stuff to be up in the active. We have 2 copies of Professor Letter. Get basic energies from the deck. I run a high energy count in this deck. Something like 14 energies, I think. But it's kinda, I don't know, I like it. Evo Soda, to evolve your Spinneracks. I don't know, not that good either. Town Map, gee, why is everything spinning, man? My head's been spinning. Got my head. Alright, yeah, anyway, but, Town Map, flip down all of your please flip down all of your prize cards before they're back up. Flip up all your face down prize cards, which is pretty good. Red card for Disruption, discard your opponent's hand. It's really good in the first turn if they didn't lay down much, and you just, you get their hand down to less. We got 2 copy of Trainer's Mail to search out all of these fun items and supporters and trainers. That's why it's called Trainer's Mail, because you search for trainers. I only have 3 items in this deck because I don't know. I used all my good tools. Yeah, did I say items? No, I have only 3 tools in this deck. But I got Focus Sash, Fighting Pokemon. If it's full HP, about to be knocked out, it holds on with 10, then discard this card. Fighting Fury Belt gives it 40 more HP, plus 10 damage, and Floatstone retreats things. So I'm not too good with retreat thing. Like, yes, retreat things. I love how I just said things like 5 times in the same sentence. That takes real skill. Anyway, I'm not too huge on retreating things like Floatstone and stuff. But I wish I could have more Floatstone, but I have a lot of energies, so kind of gives up for it. Gives up. Never gonna give you. What is with me in singing today? Anyway, we got 4 copies of Forest of Giant Plants. For just, each player's grass Pokemon can evolve during his or her first turn, or the turn she plays those Pokemon to evolve your Spinneracks. I don't know, there's really no other good stadium for this deck, so I just put this in. Then we got 4 copies. Strong Energy boosts counts as a fighting energy and boosts your attack by 20, which is very good, because there's no non-fighting things that you're going to be attaching to in this deck. And 10 copies of, regular basic fighting energy. And yeah, that was my deck profile for Machamp Ariados deck. It's one of the most, I have a lot of fun playing this deck. I don't play too many tournaments, but when I play with my friends, it's a really fun deck to play. I would highly recommend making this deck. It's not too much money, but Machamps can cost, like a bit, but I don't know. You know, it's pretty fun. So I'd say it's worth it if you're looking for a good deck. Not a really good deck to start off with. I don't run Shamans in this because I do not have the money, / have never pulled a Shaman, which kind of sucks. But I'm not too competitive. I'm more of a casual player. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. And that's all the time we have for today. And we'll see you next time on the Pokemon Show. Peace.